Well, good evening, everybody. It's been a couple of days again. I've been a little spotty on my channel over the weekend. Hey, Hux, make sure that Seamus is okay, please. Okay. Guys, poor little Seamus. He got his bean bags cut off today. He had surgery today. He got his little raisins taken out, and I feel sorry for him. And he's a little, hey Panko, he's a little loopy. So I'm making sure that his brother Huxley keeps him safe. You know what that's about. Guys, welcome and thank you for being here. It's nice to have my freedom. For a minute there, I felt like Harrison Ford in The Fugitive. I was starting to wonder if I was going to need to get a one-way ticket out. You know what I mean? Sassy Savage, Lisa Kelson, Hope Between the Dreams, Robin Miners is with us. Katie Pie, so cute, Ren. I love you. Katie Pie, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Can't think of a better name. Nita's Nook, Heather Clark, Joanne Ventrilla, A Time to Change, Cosmic Christie. Hey, Sarah Bowman. Grandma Andy, Lori Alexander, Jamie Palmer. I love Jamie Palmer. Sherry LeBrun. I think I already said hi to you, but I feel like 2 times is important. Anon. Joe Virus, where have you been? For a second, I thought you guys left me. Hey, Alicia, Natalie Strasser, Aria, Marsha, Kelly Collins, Audrey's here. I love you, Katie Pie. Aaron Cooper, Bo, different Bo, not mine. Jam Jam, Allie, Brandy, a sassy queen. Lumen's present. Thank you. These are not bats, Lumen. These, but you know what? Because of the holiday festivities coming up, we could call them bats. No, these are birds. Hey, Lisa from Jersey, Shauna B, Gary Meek. It's cold. I just got back from my walk and I have my jacket on still. It's been a little chilly here. Hey, Sally Bunsen, Amanda Deer, almost. Just Kimmy. Susan P. Mods, thank you for being here. Samantha Clark, Heather in the library, Pink Skies, Sam Fiberfox. Dang, Lori Helger. Guys, I didn't do anything to my hair. It just gets bigger and bigger every day that I don't wash it. Annika. Okay, well, I wish I could read that out loud. I'll get demonetized, but coming from you, that's huge because you're a babe right back. Thank you. Okay, Katie Pie. Hey, Don Gloves, Carrie B, Terry Morgan, Ann Jones, Shards of Words. Kathy is with us. Barusa. I don't know how to say that. Thank you, Simone. Joe D, Kiki's here. Morning Tea, Tabitha, Kai P. Looking pretty hot for a convict. Don't you know it? I'm going to date the warden. By the way, trigger warning, everybody. I'm drinking expensive water. I don't know if you're going to have to leave. I don't want anyone to get upset. Thank you to my good convict friend. We're both convicts now. Tommy and I are on the run together. It's a little, it's very, what was that movie with Gina Davis? You know, the one where they drive off a cliff together in the end and it's really weird. No, Seamus doesn't have a cone on. We are very Bonnie and Clyde. Tommy and I. We're very Bonnie and Clyde. That's what you can just call us. Susie Fitz, thank you. Pitbull Mom. Maddie Pam. Thank you, Maddie Pam. Okay. All right, Rain Virus. I figured you guys were just at Whole Foods. Hey, Anita Card. Smoke Show. Dang, girl. Corey Elton. Really? Are you guys saying like I'm cute enough to get a boyfriend at some point? Not right now. I get it. We need to wait a couple of days. Just kidding. Heather MacArthur, Brenda's View, Liz Tricks. I am the law on this channel. You're also probably going to see me on the news. Dateline coming at you. Baby Steps, stay tuned. Nicole the Kiwi. Chris 10M, Kentucky Blue Girl, Holly Day, NH Carol. We're just doing a little roll call. We're letting people get here. Annika, dang girl. Annika's really dialing up the flirt with me, and I'm liking it. Peg Hughes, I've missed you too. I love my rap that you made me. Don't think I forgot. Thank you, Judy Dolan. Shelly, I love you. Hey, Snake. Sarah from Cali. Everybody's saying I look good. Wow, guys. What a compliment. I don't think I look good. I think I just haven't seen you for a couple of days. Kelly Lord, when you haven't seen someone for a minute, and you're like, what'd you do that's different? I mean, my mustache is not there. I plucked it pretty good. My beard. That's about all that's new with me, other than getting out of the slammer. What do they call it? The hooshkow. Barefoot April. Annika, I love you too, girl. Kestrel, MILF. Dang, Kestrel. I love it when Kestrel flirts with me. Caroline in the moment. Justin Ski. Brianna Barrett. Nice. I don't recognize some of these kids in my class. Welcome. Thank you, Rose. I look like Marilyn Monroe. Again, I think you guys might want to adjust your screens. It's not quite that good, everybody. It's not that good, but thank you. Hey, Silver Bird, Jessica West, Christy Lynn Wilson. Wasn't that fun to go shopping? We're going to do it again. I had a good time as well. Hey, Vixen, Dog Obsessed. I never make a live. Well, welcome, my friend. Hey, my other's keeper. Thank you, Sassy Savage. Dang, Annika. Michelle Ferrier. Shards of words. That's funny. Where's the helicopter? It's parked out back on the pad next to the barn. You know me. Just a simple life. Just a simple life. We're very Thelma and Louise, lifeboat. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I have to sneeze. Got it. Thank you. Yes, lifeboat. Very Thelma and Louise. That is us. You know, and I think that makes sense since we're not boning anymore. We're not in a romantic relationship, so we wouldn't be Bonnie and Clyde. It makes sense that we're Thelma and Louise. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, Lifeboat. Thank you, Amanda. Lori Ellingson. Helena, Fancy Water Tax. All expensive brands accepted. And thank you for your super chat. You forgot to thank yourself. I love you, girl. Rain Virus, I'm going to get into that. Baby girl, you haven't seen a live? Moving with 2 little ones. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope you got moved. And thank you for being here. Real Life Alexa's here. Lizbeth Smith. SBTV Inc. Yep, I got out of the slammer, guys. Sandy Kovacs. Heat Finn. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Guys, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors, but speaking of smoke, we found the smoking gun. We're going to have a lot of puns tonight. We're going to have a lot of laughs. What did I say the other day? We're going to have a lot of laughs about this. What did I say the other day? Hey, Encarnasoul, VT Kitten. Gertrude, we're live here, girl. Hey, Ev Barney. Well, take your time and get comfortable. We'll wait. Did you get it? Y'all set? All right. Karen Tootie Greenie. What did I say? Let me catch up in the comments here. What did I say the other day? What did I say? I may be a lot of things. I guess a criminal is one of them. Add that to the list. Hey, Aileen, Annika's mom. But yes, I am Lisa Kelson. However, are you done, Gert? Sweet Lord. Liz Tricks, bingo. I keep receipts, guys. I always keep receipts. Just in case something happened in 1894 with one of my old boyfriends, because we know that I like to date men from the 1800s. I like to have in-laws, at least from the 1800s. I'm not going to date you unless my in-laws were born in the 1800s. I'm always going to keep receipts. BJ's Critters, Buttercup 49. Hey, Heather Carr, I'm always going to keep receipts. Amy 27, welcome. You know this. I know it. The American people know it. Some of the Australian people know it. Receipts are kept, and for good reason. You know, that's the Scientologist in me. Yes, Brian Lucas. Tis the Scientologist. You got to keep those receipts. And Susie with an S, welcome. So, where to begin? Hey, life is short. Guys, I see some new names in here. Welcome. While you're here, make sure you're subscribed. Katie Fulton. Oh my God, I love you. Yeah, you got to keep those receipts. While we're here, check your subscription, because there's never a dull moment on this channel. There doesn't seem to be, especially in the last 7 days. Yeah. You know, the hits just keep on coming. You know, sometimes you do a little jail time. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're a bit of a crim. You know, hey, up in the north, Noelle, welcome. And, you know, I used to call Tommy a crim, and now I have to call me a crim because I guess I'm a crim too. You got to add me to the list of crims. But what do you do? What does one do when they're accused of being a felon? Where do you begin? Marie, thank you for becoming a member. Yes, goosebump. We've got quite a show for you this evening. I hope that you guys have your snacks. Lisa F, welcome. I really, really have a lot to unpack. Tony's Hooter, I'm happy to see you. We're the only show on YouTube with a turkey and a hat. Mary Blessed to Crochet purchased this for me. His name is Mr. Knits, and he has a hat, and he is from the Pacific Northwest. He composts everything, and he has his own organic garden. He doesn't have time for a girlfriend because between that and disc golf and his organic garden, and also grinding his own coffee beans, he just doesn't have that kind of time. Isn't he cute, Rain? I know. All right, hurry up, Joe Virus. We'll wait. Hey, Linda Perales. Rose, go get your snacks, guys. Come on. Let's step it up a minute here. Let's act like Scientologists. Let's not be idle, okay? Let's have a fast comm lag, okay? I don't have this kind of time. Actually, we have all the time in the world. Hey, Mommy of Dragons, Texas Audits. Everybody get your snacks. Get your fancy water. Lots to unpack. An attorney would advise to say nothing. Violet, thank you for your input on that. However, I have an attorney, and my attorney, we are solid, and we spoke within an hour ago. So, Violet, while I appreciate your efforts, not in this situation. Got it, Rose? Yeah, Lionheart, don't be smacking your food around. No one wants to listen to it. Get your snacks, guys. Quiet snacks. Get your gummy bears, okay? Hey, Sandy Wandy. So where does one start? Where does this tale begin? I just got back this morning from Alcatraz. Galen, is this scarf new? No, this is an old scarf. It is my favorite scarf, though. However, it is my favorite. Hey, Chica Cherry Cola, Pat Jonas. The guy on YouTube saying stuff about me and Tommy, you can be upset about it. But like I've said many times, it's well known. Apparently that guy, he looks like he was in Duck Dynasty, but that guy is a product of incest. So we don't make fun of him. We just let him be and exist. He has fetal alcohol syndrome. He doesn't have a lot of a vocabulary. We just need to leave that guy alone, honestly, because he just doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's doing. So we're just going to leave it alone. I don't like to make fun of people like that. He looks like something that came out of The Hills Have Eyes. Remember like the Cyclops looking guys, and do you guys remember that movie? Everybody was a product of incest in that movie. I think that he came off the set from that movie. So let's just leave him alone. I feel sorry for the poor little guy. Yeah. Straight up looks like Gargamel, too, from the Smurfs, doesn't he? He looks like the evil dude from the Smurfs, Gargamel. He's a nobody. He'll always be a nobody. But, yeah, it's a sad situation. I don't make fun of people who are inbred. That's not cool. So, yeah. So anyway, where does this tale begin? God, I flew on Con Air over the weekend. I went to Alcatraz. I did a little time in Nevada, funnily enough, where Tommy was. They knew him there. It was interesting. It was an interesting tale. Yeah, I felt like a Scientologist. What are your crimes? I haven't slept in 3 days. I've been questioned by ATF, CIA, everybody that wants to know. But everybody knew Tommy, and that was kind of neat. But I've been around the block, guys. I dated a warden. That was fun. I got to meet the warden. It was fun. It was all in good fun. And I know it was just a big misunderstanding. And when you go to Alcatraz, you come back, it was an accident. It was a mistake. Okay, mistakes happen with felons, and that's all. And so now I'm back home, and I put some makeup on and got my vitamin C serum back, and Kevin Conklin, and all's well that ends well. You can't get upset when it's just an accidental felony. It's just a simple mistake. They thought I was somebody else. Flying on Con Air was interesting. That was different. I got to meet the pilot. Hey, Bear. But yeah, it was like a field trip. It was like a fun little field trip in cuffs. And my feet were cuffed, and everybody said I had really sexy feet. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. And just, even down to the strip search. I mean, I got hit on. It was fine. It was fun. No, none of that actually happened. I'm making that up. However, we did have some drama, and you guys knew about that. There were snacks on Con Air. Yeah, little cookies. Oh, so this guy really tried to do damage, in all seriousness. And I want to start by saying, now I'm switching over to serious. I want to start by saying there's over 1,000 people in here. And I've already seen some names of people who I'm well aware don't like me. I've seen them in other chats talking about me. I realize not everybody's my friend in here. And I realize everybody watching doesn't think highly of me. I'm well aware of that. I'm pretty in tune with that. I feel a little more seasoned now than ever. I don't take any wooden nickels, as an old man would say, that I would hit on. Hey, Kim Watts. So I'm going to start by saying, I realize there are people watching this right now who are not a fan of me, who think I'm a liar, who think they're going to believe what Mr. Law Dog. I think I'm going to call him Law Dog now, the cellist. We're going to switch his name tonight to Mr. Law Dog because he knows the law around these parts, okay? He's the judge. He's the lawyer. He's also the Lord, I'm told. Tampa B, you still like me? Well, I love that about you. And I had no doubts. I'm glad that you reassured me, but honestly, I wasn't feeling like I need reassurance, but thank you for saying it anyway. Hey, Mousy. So Mr. Law Dog thinks that he's going to convince a crowd of people that I am a liar and a thief and a felon, and I've committed all these crimes. Thank you, Brian. He's going to try to convince you guys with his tiny crowd of people that watch him, not 1,100, but a very, very small group of people that try to make a lot of noise. Okay. He's going to try to convince everybody that I'm a liar and a thief and a fraud and a sad fisher and all these things. And he's going to use tactics and theatrics and smoke and mirrors. But what he's not going to be able to do, however, is present the truth. And the truth shall set you free. Okay? The one thing that Mr. Law Dog forgot to do was show us that pesky truth, those damn receipts. Okay? So while his cello strings are snapping about now, I need a card. So while some of you have left this channel to go believe whatever goes on in that underground cesspool, I hope that you come back one day. But I realize there are people watching and are going to watch that hate me and believe Mr. Law Dog. But I'm here tonight to present those facts to you. And you, hey, Carrie Ann, are allowed to take those facts and continue to believe that I'm a liar. I'm simply here to show it to you, and you make your own decision. You know why? We're not in Scientology anymore. So we can do whatever we want. We can believe whoever we want. We can be in whatever clique we want to be in. Now, the truth is going to be presented here. And this dipshit continues to really, what did my attorney call him earlier? Oh, a fucking idiot. That's right. This guy continues to spew hatred. He's bullying. He's cyberbullying. He's harassing. He's doing all this, and I'm used to that. I was married to it. That's just another. What is today? Monday? That's just another Monday. This is not a big deal. I'm well aware, and I can predict this person better than he can. Okay, I already knew this was coming, but it's a big nothing. Okay, it's a big nothing. And the reason it's a big nothing, let's just start from the top. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. This guy had me going for a minute. He went online and told everybody. I mean, he showed footage of me moving out of my house, which was true. I moved out of my house. I'm still kind of taken aback by that because yes, Mr. Law Dog, I did move out. But here's the thing. He showed footage. He got, I guess I asked my mods to screenshot everything and send it to me so I could give it to my attorney, which I did. So I got all these screenshots over the weekend of what this horrifically sloppy guy did. And what he was doing is saying, he was spewing all this stuff saying, she's going to jail. She violated these statutes. She did this, and this. And this is pretty serious for her and her felon boyfriend, and everybody's going to jail. And he sent a text to my mother threatening my mother. It was incredible. He could not get out of his own way. By the end of the weekend, I was like, yes, send it to me. I love what this guy's doing. He can't get out of his own way. He absolutely should have zipped his dumbass lips, but instead, he couldn't stop himself. And I believe he got more and more into it because he has like 19 people that are following him and worshiping him. And I think he got really excited and he got kind of on a roll like a toddler would do. And he thought he was going to win. But what was it that Willy Wonka said, guys? You lose. Good day, sir. You lose, cellist. You lost. You fucking lost. Collect your shit, do not pass go, and get the hell out of here. It's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable to me still. So I wish you would have just left this alone. I really do wish you would have just left this alone, but you didn't. And now I have to spill everything that you've done. And I hope that your mother is embarrassed because we are all embarrassed for you. You and your dumb little Duck Dynasty friend, you guys look like absolute idiots. Okay. And you know why you look that way? Because you are absolute idiots. And I don't usually use this word, but you're total losers. Total losers. Trying to attack a woman and her child. Genius, dummies. If you're going to do that, next time, have proof and have facts. Like me. So let's get on with it. The last time I did a stream, I said I can't talk about it. Well, here's what happened. Do you remember the stream that we did about the police coming to my house and taking my firearms? Do we remember that? Yes, Elbowman. Do we remember that? So I marched into the police station here the next day. And I spoke with the two police that came to my front door. Okay. Very nice people. They were nice guys. And one of them was my type. I'm not going to lie. He was kind of a burly guy, that salt and pepper look. Tall. I liked it. But so we sat down at a table and we talked for about 20 minutes. Nice people. Okay. Just doing their jobs. I said, you guys came and took my firearms with no proof that they were his. Well, my attorney said, take your divorce decree in there and show it to them, where JQ, our little cellist law dog friend who knows the law so well, um, signed the divorce decree saying your possessions are your possessions and his are his possessions, right? So the wife takes her possessions, the husband takes his. Those firearms are in your possession. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and they were mine. Okay. Um, Almost as easy as logging into your home computer and finding all those receipts. Despite the Tommy split, I'm actually happy he was out of there by then. Divine timing. Better together. Absolutely, girl. And thank you for your super chat. Well, they said, we can't give them back to you today because this is still an ongoing thing. And he is trying to press charges in Kansas City. And we'll have to wait what Kansas City says. And I said, that's fine. I don't even really care if I get them back. Like, if I'm wrong and they are not Fred's, which I think they are, but if I'm wrong, which I could be wrong, I'm actually willing to admit that I'm wrong, by the way. Mr. Law Dog is not. If I'm wrong, give it back to him. I don't want to steal people's property. And they knew this because guess what they told me? Yeah, you lose, good sir. Good day. You lose. So that's what the police here said. They go, and that's why this is all just a misunderstanding because thieves don't give property back. Thieves, when they steal stuff, they deny that they stole it. Well, I didn't do that. I handed them over and I said, take them. If they're not mine, fine. However, the Ruger LCP is mine. He bought it for me. It's this big. It's a green color that I wanted a different color, but the gun show didn't have any other colors. Well, we'll get to that because that's just a funny story in itself. And I appreciate you guys being here to listen, by the way. So everything's good. And I'm about to leave the police station. And I don't know if the cellist was throwing his weight around from working with the city. Remember, he worked with the city. I don't know if he pulled some strings or thinks that he pulled some strings, but I'm about to leave the police station. I'm trying to flirt with this guy. He's not really responding. So I'm getting ready to go. And he says to me, and this was Thursday, I believe, he says to me, Kansas City is going, yes, I did up in the north, is going to make their decision. And he said, but there's a good chance. I'm about to walk out the door, and this guy says, but there's a good chance in the next 24, thank you, Lisa, or not 24, 48 to 72 hours. He goes, we may come arrest you. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And he goes, if Kansas City makes that decision, hey, Angie Mo, we're going to come back and pick you up and have you extradited back to Kansas City. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. That sounds serious, does it not? And he goes, well, we don't know what their decision will be, but if that's the case in the next 2 to 3 days, we'll come back and get you. We'll just swing on by and pick you up. And I said, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. So I go home and I call my attorney. And my attorney is like, who are these cops? He goes, in order to be picked up and extradited, that has to be signed off by the governor. And you don't extradite someone who's never had a charge and has a clean record over something like this. That would never happen. So he was like, something's not right. He's like, something isn't right about this. They should have never told you that. He goes, I'm checking right now. There are 0 charges. There's nothing. There's no charges, guys. Keep in mind, there were never any charges. Okay. So something was fishy there. And I'm not saying it was these cops. I'm saying something was fishy there. The Missouri governor would have to sign off on me being extradited back to Missouri, which wasn't going to happen over this. Yeah. So my attorney says, don't worry, like that's not going to happen. There are no charges. There's nothing. And I try calling the investigator in Kansas City. He doesn't answer. And then my attorney calls, and then my attorney tells me, do not talk to the police anymore. Like, that's what I'm here for. I'm a criminal defense attorney. Like, no more of that. So I let him deal with it. Okay. So I'm a little nervous at this point, right? Like, I'm like, what if there's a chance he's wrong? Well, then I start thinking about it and I'm like, actually, come arrest me. Like, that actually could be a really good thing. Come arrest me because we will find the receipts and we will prove that this was all a false police report, which is what this ended up being. This was a false police report, guys. That's illegal. Now, whether they deal with that or press charges on that is that's not up to me. But the cellist is dumber than a sack of diapers. He filed a false police report. And I'm going to prove that to you tonight. So what happened was the whole reason that he did this. Let's think about this. Let's go back in time. I moved out in June. Why are you just now filing a police report that I stole your guns? By the way, there were 6 guns in that house. I took 3. Think about that for a minute. So did I have intent to steal? I didn't take his Ruger. Jeff has a big Ruger. I didn't take it. Purple Groovy, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just telling a serious story. Does that tell you something right there that I took the guns that I thought were mine? Doesn't that kind of make sense, right? I didn't take all of the guns in the house. I took the guns that I thought were mine. So why did you file this report after the jester stuff came out? You got kicked out as a jester. And then after I filed reports with the US Department of Labor and the IRS that your company's shady. Then you file a police report that I stole this gun that you bought me after I took a gun class. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I have a picture of it. I'll show it. So does that not, yeah, this is my attorney in Kansas City, by the way, that I'm working with. Just put that together. I want everybody to have the truth and the pieces here, right? I move out in June. I had a conversation with you about the guns. You knew I took them way before October. Okay. I report your company for being shady and I get you kicked out of the jesters. And now, because you don't have money to sue me civilly, which is what should have been done, you decide I'm going to take advantage and report this gun that I bought for her stolen. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm going to do. Well, you made some mistakes there because I can prove it wasn't. Okay. So this is pure retaliation. Does that not look like that to you guys now that you have the full timeline? This is pure retaliation. You're mad about getting kicked out of the jesters. You're mad about me filing reports against what happened with your company. And now, suddenly, 4 months later, I stole a gun. Sure, I did. Okay. So, hey, Cindy Edge. Yeah. Well, the police saw it that way too. Thank you, Leslie Mosley. So, I know you guys looked at it as retaliation. Was his business shady? Better together. I don't know the ins and outs of his business. I'm not going to lie. I don't know everything about the business. I know that I was hired as an employee to get health insurance through his business. And I signed and did my direct deposit forms and I got 2 paychecks. I was hired for over a year. And then all of a sudden I got no more paychecks. And I was like, where are my paychecks? And I don't know if he signed and forged my signature. I don't know how he did it, but he started taking my paychecks and direct depositing them into his bank account. He kept them for over a year. I never got paid again. Well, I just found that out not that long ago that that's illegal. So I reported it to the US Department of Labor. And then all of a sudden, I'm being told that I stole a gun that he purchased for me. So it's all obviously retaliation. Okay. So yeah. The other thing is, and I said this on a live, all those gesture trips he took were paid for by his company as networking trips. Now, I don't know if that's legal or not. I just said it on a live. I'm guessing he got mad that I said that out loud and again was like, I'm going to file a police report that she stole a gun. It all made sense to me why he was doing this. Okay. All right. So let's move forward. So these guys say they may or may not come and pick me up. Well, I'm a little spooked by that. So I spend the weekend making a plan, being prepared to be arrested. Truly, like I talked to a friend that's a police officer. I talked to a friend that's an attorney. I get my ducks in a row to get arrested. I'm expecting it to happen, even though my attorney in Kansas City was like, "It's not going to happen. You're not even. There's no charges. There aren't even any charges." Okay, I'm still like, I'm a planner. Okay. So I write down the emergency number for my attorney. I write down all these numbers. I give them to my son who's having panic attacks about this, by the way. Great job. Great job. But all the while, this guy is spewing more and more hate that I'm a child abuser, that my kid is being abused by me. He is bullying, cyberbullying the hell out of my 14-year-old kid. It's awful. So my son is freaking out. I'm keeping him at my mom's because I don't want him to have to see all that. If I'm going to get arrested, I don't want him to be here for it. Keep in mind, I said I've never had a speeding ticket. I got a speeding ticket one time in my life when I think I was 22. So that's all that's on my record. Okay. So like Huxley and I are not used to dealing with police, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're not a regular Tommy Scoville. Okay. You're not going to get me to go on criminal shows and speak to that. So yeah, scares the shit out of my son unnecessarily. And yeah, I'm having to keep my son away from me. My son is texting me all weekend, absolutely panicked, melting down, thinking my mom's going to jail. Yeah, it was not a good weekend. And I'm sure Jeff is watching this right now going, phew, well, at least I caused some chaos with her kid. This man is quite evil. Okay. I mean, I didn't know the depths of it. I didn't know the depths of where he will go to try to retaliate. And he used the police to retaliate. And that's pretty bad. He wasted their time. He wasted taxpayers' dollars. He wasted a lot on this. Yeah, it was really bad. He really scared my kid. He didn't scare me. I mean, again, I think it was my Scientology training, but I was just like I washed my hair. I got ready. I plucked my beard. I was like, if I'm going to go to jail, like I'm serious. I wanted to have all my ducks in a row. I had all the numbers written down. I was like, I need to make sure I eat protein. Like I started my period. I was like, I need to make sure I load up on Advil. I had my diabetes medication ready to go. Like I had a little, like, I was all ready to go to jail. I was prepared and ready to do it. I was not going to hide from it. And yeah, Tommy was on the phone with me all weekend, by the way, like preparing me. Tommy was like, it's not going to happen, but if it happens, here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to do. Tommy is, he's great if you take a gummy. He's also your spirit guide for that, but he's a great spirit guide for if you're going to go to jail. His business is just as screwy as him. Alex Moore, I would say yes, that's an understatement. Hey, Susie Oberholtz. So obviously it didn't happen. Okay. But in the meantime, well, let me start by doing this. He sends my mother a threatening blackmail text. And I'm going to read this to you guys. And everybody I've talked to so far was like, God, yes, he is digging a hole. Like, yes, we love that he's doing this. He sends my elderly mother, he scares the shit out of my child and my mom. Okay. A threatening, listen to this text. I'm going to read it to you guys. Okay. This was perfect. Diane, when Reese and Brett, also known as Tommy, which isn't a secret, everybody knows Tommy's real name is Brett, okay? When Reese and Brett moved out of my house, they stole 3 guns and transported them to Tennessee. This is a federal law violation. Both the Independence, Missouri Police and Coffee County Sheriff are involved. And earlier this week, they retrieved the guns and are returning them to me. Since June, she's been fair gaming me and in the process has violated other laws, a fraud statute in Tennessee, a federal electronic privacy law, among others. The gun crime may be out of my hands, but if you can get her to permanently take down her content disparaging me, my family, and my friends, I will at least advocate for them to not press charges. The investigation is ongoing. If her attacks continue, I will not stand in the way of what is coming. She made these choices and may have to live with the consequences of her actions. She truly needs to connect with a counselor with experience in cult deprogramming who can really help her. She is blinded by her lifetime of training. So that was a text from the Lord to my mom, because this is Mr. All Knowing, All Powerful Law Dog. Does that sound a little bit like extortion to you? A little bit of blackmail there? If you're willing to get her to take down her content of truth about me and exposing who I really am, which is a twisted, sick individual that actually commits crimes. By the way, how funny is it that he says I'm fair gaming? Isn't he fair gaming by going on another channel and posting footage and lies and that I'm going to jail? I'm pretty sure that that's fair gaming. Yeah. Again, what did Willy Wonka say? You lose. Good day, sir. Writing off something as networking is fine, but if there was illegal things involved, you can't write off illegal things in tax system run by the government, the same government that makes the laws. If there wasn't, he shouldn't be worried. Well, we'll leave that up to the experts, because I know he thinks he's an expert, but he's not. So how do you guys feel about that text before we move forward? To my elderly mother. She wouldn't appreciate me using the word elderly, but she is elderly. And he scared her. He threatened her. And then what does he do? So I'm going through the text to my mom. I had to, oh, here's your extortion fee. Catherine H., thank you for your super chat. I had to calm my mom down, calm my son down. I had to give them both a list of phone numbers on who to call when I go to jail, guys. It was very serious. And this idiot, again, wasted precious time and resources because he was mad that he got exposed, because we know who he really is. And he's not who he says he is. So this guy posts, I don't really want to read all of this because it's so long. This page and this page, I got screenshots of this whole built up case. Reese moved out of my house. They cut the cables to my security camera. Well, we didn't, but that makes it for kind of a cooler story, I guess. They missed the wireless camera that watches the driveway. I have full video of them loading the trucks. Of course you do, jackass. Where were we going to do it? In the sky? Were we going to fly on carpets to load it? Where do you load trucks when you're moving? The driveway? What is happening? I'm wondering if there's some slight touch of dementia. I filled a police report with the Independence Police and Coffee County. I provided them purchase records and serial numbers. Well, you didn't, because the two larger guns you never provided serial numbers with. So again, tell the truth, because I'm going to come on here with 1,700 people and tell the truth. So you might want to match up your story with me. At urging of the authorities, I called Reese and asked her to return my guns. She denied having them. Like, he's so into building this. He's so into it. He said something about me like destroying his Jester shirts. So he has gone on and on. And I wondered about that. Like, he's obviously trying to frame me, right, for these guns. Lisa Tate, thank you. And I am. He's obviously trying to frame me, right, for this gun. And I thought about it. And he says that I destroyed some Jester clothing. Well, gee, you were kicked out with prejudice. My guess is You destroyed it yourself, and you're trying to say, I did it. You probably threw a fit and got mad and destroyed your jester stuff. That actually is more, to me, makes sense because they kicked your ass out for the loser that you are. Now, so we post that. We post this. Reese should be concerned. Reese should be concerned. Well, I was concerned, but now I'm not. Stealing guns. Oh, I love you, Don. I saw that. Thank you. Stealing guns and transporting them across state lines is a serious federal offense. What's the phrase she so loves to use? FAAFO? What does that mean? You can't even get it right. Don't tell me you don't watch my channel like a hawk. Come on, get it right. Reese recently learned that Tommy's fingerprints being on the guns may be problematic. Her reaction was precious as she totally exposed him in her response, all recorded. Okay, again, if you're gonna be a big man, you better bring this shit to the table because I bring receipts. Okay, so if you're gonna play, you better bring your cards, okay? Receipts are awesome, but don't share the full serial numbers of the file. Oh, I'm not going to share any of that. I don't even have it. I love how he signed off. Have a nice day, everyone. I know mine is going to be good. Till it isn't, law dog, until it isn't. Again, you make a big splash because you're a big man. However, you have to present backup. You have to present your receipts, man. You can't just make all this noise and expect us to follow you. You've got to come forward. That's how it works, law dog. Well, I thought of something. And I thought, oh my God, if you didn't buy me that gun, I have a question. I have a few questions. This is going to be such a fun show. We're not even close. I hope you guys stick around. I found my temporary ID card and I thought, if you didn't buy me that gun, so many things. Where is my certificate? I'm going to take my jacket off. All right, well, I took a picture of it. I'll just show the picture. So I guess I have a question. Oh, yeah. If you didn't buy me a gun, why did you put me through a training class for gun safety that your friend, your Mason friend, our good friend Jim, why did you put me through his class and he taught it to me and I got this certificate of training? Why did we do that? I ask you. Why did you pay for the class and put me through it? I didn't want the class. You took me to the class. Okay. So that's our first piece of evidence there. Okay. So second, the day of the class, I'm trying to piece this together. I'm so bad at receipts. Oh, I remember. Put this toward your bail. Thanks, Granny G. I will message you how to get the ownership records on Fred's Guns with. Okay. I don't even really care anymore, honestly. Better together. Thank you for your super chat. I'm over it. I don't even care. I remember the day of that class. Why did you buy me a 3-year membership to this? Seems odd that you would purchase that. I believe it was $500 a year. And you bought me, hey, Joel Sachs, a 3-year membership to a U.S. Law Shield. Why would you buy me that membership if you didn't intend to have me carry a gun that apparently I don't own? Weird. And why did I call U.S. Law Shield over the weekend and talk to Andrew? And it says, hi, Marisa. Thanks for reaching out to us today. As you can see, he underestimates me every time. As you can see from the provided screenshot of your former account, yours and Jeff's coverage was activated August 26, 2020, and lapsed due to non payment on October 26, 2023. Let me know if you have any additional questions. That's weird. How come I had a membership to that then if you didn't buy me a gun? That's a mystery. I have one thing to say, and then we'll go forward with this. This jackass didn't think it through, guys. Didn't think it through. Did you really think you were going to get mad at me and go file that I stole a gun? Oh, I'm not even done with these receipts. This is just little. I'm just breadcrumbing you guys, okay? Why am I telling him everything I'm doing? Because it's over. It's closed. The case is closed. I got a call. Marisa is my real name, Matrix Rabbit. People, when I was 2, my dad started calling me Reese because everybody called me Marissa and it's pronounced Marisa. So my dad was like, F it, we're just going to call you Reese. So I guess my question is, dipshit, why would you buy me a 3-year membership to US Law Shield for carrying the gun that you bought me and pay for a membership for a gun I don't have? Anybody? You don't have to like me, people, but you do have to know that I'm telling the truth, okay? I'm always going to have receipts. This is probably why I'll never get another boyfriend, because nobody's going to want me. Okay. So, here's just a picture of Huxley in 6th grade. And I was like, is this his LinkedIn photo from being a real estate agent? What is he on? His 4th divorce? Holy shit. Huxley, the real estate agent on LinkedIn. What's going on? Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen, by the way? Nice blazer. No, you would not, Elsie, get a membership to US Gun Law Shield if you're not going to have a gun. The purpose of that US Law Shield membership is to carry, by Matrix Rabbit. I know you might be over it, but would Fred's gun mean anything to Hux? Probably not. Baby steps. You can't carry a gun. Or the purpose of the US Law Shield, I asked the guy on the phone and he goes, nobody would buy a membership for $500 a year if you're not going to have a gun. The purpose of the membership is it's in all 50 states and you carry that membership card. And if you had to use the weapon, right? And you're getting ready to be arrested because you violated some laws, it's a protection. It's a 24-hour day, lawyers on call. That's the whole purpose. You would not buy a membership to that if you were not planning to carry. You would be wasting your money. And that's what the guy told me on the phone. He goes, yeah, you wouldn't get a membership unless you're going to carry. You have the intent. He had a membership as well. He bought me and him on the day of my concealed carry class. There was a guy from US Law Shield there soliciting and selling memberships. He signed us up that day. So I have that. Do you guys remember Ryan? Remember my good friend Ryan, who's been on the channel? Hey, Maria Warren, who remembers Ryan? Well, Ryan also saves receipts. And Ryan, guys, bad news, okay? Guess what Ryan pulls up? Christy. That's another point right there. As if his meaty hands could fit your tiny gun. He already had his own Ruger. He bought me one, a tiny one for me. Okay. So he was going to buy me a 9mm. He called Ryan and Ryan said, no, I would get her a Ruger. Little known fact. So we go to the gun show. Me, Huxley, and Jeff on September 12th, 2020. Okay. Ryan pulls up our texts from that day. Here's my text to Ryan. You at the gun show? We'll be around 10:30. Why? Oh, just curious if you were already there. Are you going? No, I'm too tired. I have guns anyway. I need ammo. You should go. That's me saying we'll be around 10:30. Okay? September 12th, 2020. That's me and Ryan talking. I'm not done. I took a picture of the gun he bought me at the gun show. Okay? What's better than receding? Receding with friends. Thank you, Ryan. Tell me this wasn't a gift. Tell me that I stole this gun because you got mad at me because you don't like me anymore, Mr. Law Dog. Text from September 20th, or no, what was it? What was the date we said? September 12th, 2020. Here's my text to Ryan. Here's a picture of the gun. That's it. Only one here, I say. Ryan says, get it. And I said, I am. They're hard to find. Not crazy about the color scheme. $350. It's a little flashy, he says. I say, only one here. He says, get it. I am. They're hard to find. Not crazy about the color scheme. Okay? Done. Don't fuck around, because now you fucked around and you're in the find out phase of fuck around. Why in this world? And I'm asking you, did you really think you were going to go file a report that I stole that? And I was going to go, oh no, how can I prove it was a gift? Easy. Okay. Let's read some other texts. Let's see what else we have. Oh, here's one from my mom on moving day. Mom, we took most of the guns. They're Fred's. Oh, smart. Ammo too. I didn't know Fred had guns. He had huge ones. And here's his daughter. He doesn't like any woman he can't control, and that will never change. She's honestly the most pathetic person I've ever known. I'm ashamed to be genetically linked. I get it. I feel the same way about my own father. He's a huge fucking disappointment is what he is. Let's see. Oh, look, it's Ryan again. Thank you, Ryan. This is when I first moved here. Let's read this text aloud. Ryan, got your gun? Yep, all three. 2 shotguns. Fred's. Oh, good. I found the shells for the shotguns, but never the ammo for the Ruger. Just buy some. It's fine. I will. Got your gun? All three. 2 shotguns. Fred's. Oh, good. And I mentioned the Ruger. So again, the problem is you think that he said I did this with malicious intent. You don't have to like me, but I come with proof and truth. So I ask you guys in the crowd, does this seem like malicious intent to you? Especially now that you know that there were 6 or 7 guns in the house and I took 3. I left his. I didn't take his Ruger. I didn't take his other shotguns. This is what happens when you accuse someone who didn't do something. You accused me of a major crime. By the way, moron, you saying I crossed state lines with them. I checked with the Independence cop today. I checked with my attorney and I checked with the cops here. And all 3 said that's not illegal. You didn't do anything wrong by going across state lines with them. Again, if you're going to accuse people and make that big of a splash, you better be able to back yourself up, because I know I can. And you got mad, is what happened. You got mad because you got kicked out of your little sex cult group of disgusting people. Okay. You and your little P. Diddy wannabes, you got kicked out and you can't sleep with your hookers anymore. And then I exposed that your company was doing something shady by holding on to my paychecks. And then you cooked up a story to go, hey, everybody, Reese and Brett are on the run and they're in Alcatraz and they're going to go to jail. Crickets, motherfucker. You're an idiot. And I hope everybody that you had revved up over on your cesspool channel. Oh, let's play it. That's okay, Goosebump. They doxed my address too. He doxed my address. So that's fine. It doesn't matter. Let's also show you what else. Look at this dumb bum. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. I'm almost embarrassed to show it to you. He doxed, so he puts out the video. Yeah, you lose. Good day, sir. He put out the video. This is just sad. He puts out a video, and it's the title, Reese and Tommy stealing guns. Footage of us stealing guns. Look at this shit. Let's join the movement. Look at this. Hold on. We got to go back and show his stupid face. Look at this. Oh my God, how embarrassing. Look at the cellist. Look, there's me. There's my car. There's my driveway. There's a U-Haul. Where's the criminal? Uh-oh, I put a dog bed in my car. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's Tommy. He's out free. He should be in prison. What's he doing out in my driveway? Uh-oh, look at me. Uh-oh, Tommy's carrying something. It must be dangerous because he's a criminal. Uh-oh, let's replay the same thing over and over on a loop. Let's go back to the dog bed. It'll show us in a minute and just replay the same thing. Uh-oh, there's me putting Gertie's bed in the front seat. Where's the crim? He's getting ready to walk again. I'm stealing my own stuff. Oh no, there's the felon. Somebody arrest him, quick. He's got a U-Haul. This is dangerous, guys. This looks dangerous in this neighborhood. Uh-oh. Let's do it one more time, shall we? Let's put the dog bed in the car again, over and over and over again. Oh, there's me doing the dog bed again. Stealing my own dog bed. What a sicko. Where's the crim? Where is he? Oh God, you guys, it's a criminal. That's the best he had. I'm embarrassed for him once again. But you know what? When your business card looks like this, and when you put a picture of yourself that looks like that on your own business card, can you believe anything they say? And when you put a naked lady on your business card, that's the genius that we're dealing with here, guys. This absolute idiot posted footage of Tommy and I moving out with a U-Haul truck and had the audacity to say, here is the footage of them stealing firearms. Yeah, the business card is what's criminal. This man wasted the police's precious time and resources in this town and in his town, all because he threw a fit like a 4-year-old because he didn't get his way. And why didn't he get his way? Because he was exposed for who he really is. And he's mad that the world knows, and his little inbred friend is also mad. His little His little Duck Dynasty pal. And we're going to make videos about it. You morons did not think it through. Women usually are prepared, dumbasses. Come at me again, but this time make it more believable. If you're going to frame me, have your fucking ducks in a row. Between the two of you, I don't know who's more stupid. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed for you guys. You're a couple of jackasses. You were born that way, and you always will be that way. And very few people are going to believe you because at this point, your fucking credibility is shot. You guys are dumb. Okay? The jig is up. Now, the best thing about all of this that I haven't shared is that everything's been dropped. Now, it was dropped, but there were never any charges. I want everyone to understand that. There were never any charges. This dipshit, I will cut out his name. Here we go. Posted this on Facebook. Wow. A statute that I didn't violate. Looks like you really got me this time, cellist law dog. Now, between this and your stupid political posts, this is the day that the police came. You're boring. Find something else to do. You got divorced. Welcome to divorce. And I will continue to expose your ass if you keep this up. And I've got way more in my phone that I haven't shared. But enough is enough. And if you continue to say that I abuse my kid, we're going to have problems because child abuse is no joke. That's a serious allegation. And especially coming from someone who admits to putting hands on me in front of my child. So to accuse me of child abuse, you're coming down the wrong path. You're coming down for a fight that you certainly don't want. Let's remember, this is the same guy that is abusive. You want to claim that I'm abusive?
You're going to help me solve it or I'll solve it by myself. But he better stop the smirking and the laughing when he's being disciplined. You're not my problem either, okay? He's the problem. He's my problem. He will obey me when I discipline him or else. Is that clear?
You will show respect or else.
No, you will show respect and he will show respect.
Jeff,
your disrespect is what's driving
your hands
this.
on me in front of him. You will not do that.
I am sorry, but you asked for it.
Oh my God.
And
you put your hands on me in front of him. You will not do that. What did he say? I'm sorry, but you asked for it? Is that what you say to a mother in front of her child? Yes, he is, Helena. Is that what you say? You put your hands on me. I'm sorry, but you asked for it. This is the guy over on Reddit saying that I'm abusive, that I'm a liar. This guy hits women.
Okay? He's the problem. He's my problem. He will obey me when I discipline him or else. Is that clear?
You will show respect or else.
No, you will show respect and he will show respect.
Jeff,
your disrespect is what's driving this.
You put your hands on me in front of him. You will not do that.
I am sorry, but you asked for it.
Oh my God.
And
don't fuck around and try to go over to any site and make yourself look like the good guy. You filed a false police report. You tried to put me in jail, and you're trying to say that I abuse my child. You lose, and you will lose every goddamn time. I will always win with the truth. And the truth is everything I showed tonight. You don't see me on here denying it without proof. I have the proof. You do not. You are abusive. You are harassing me. I don't think you should come at me anymore. I don't think it's wise. We've got almost 2,000 people in here. Do you want to keep going? You and your little bearded Gargamel friend from the Smurfs, do you want to keep going? Shall we? Come at me. I am not afraid. You did everything to shut me up, silence me and intimidate me when we were married. We're not married anymore. Bully me and continue to see what happens. This was dropped because it was a nothing. It was a big nothing. You don't scare anybody, and your credibility is over. So I hope that those fucking people over on that channel that are sitting here going, oh, we can't wait. We can't wait to see her in cuffs. Look at the footage of her leaving her house with a U-Haul truck. Right, because I moved out. That's the correct footage. You got me. Putting a dog bed into my car. Idiot. You're an idiot. What does Bob Dylan say? You're an idiot, babe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe. And that is the facts. I rest my case, guys. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but if you're going to come at me with those kinds of allegations, you'd better have shit to back it up. And if you don't, and I eat you alive and spit you out like I did tonight, I really hope that all those people that hate me and hoped for the worst see that your leader over there, your stupid, stupid leader, Mr. Law Dog, thank you, Better Together, is a liar. And he's the fraud. He doesn't have any receipts. And his credibility is shot. You have no more credibility. Cash in your chips, dude. It's time to go home. This ends now. No, he can't sue me for slander. I could sue him. It's called defamation. You know how it's not defamation? If you have the truth. That's why he can't sue me for defamation. I've got proof of all those hookers. I've got proof of all the stuff with his company. I have all the receipts to back it up. Sue me. I could sue him for saying I'm a child abuser, for saying that I stole these weapons that I didn't steal, and harassing me, cyberbullying a 14-year-old child. What kind of a person bullies a kid? You lied. You tried to smear my reputation. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care who comes on this channel. I don't care who leaves this channel, because what's important is that I stay on this channel. And whoever stays with me is going to stay with me. But I showed the receipts tonight. Let me double check that I don't have any more to show. But the proof is you admitting that you put hands on me in front of my kid and telling me that I asked for it, saying that to a woman. The fuck? Who are you? And I'm abusive. You lose. Let's just show this one because you're just it's embarrassing. Fun fact regarding receipts, he refused to settle forever in his divorce with my mom until the day my sister showed up in court with all the receipts. They rushed to get a settlement because he is a snake and I am a snake charmer. I'm the mongoose And so's your mom. And he knows it. He is a little man. He's a little person. You know how I know that? Because he bullies kids and he gets off on it. That's a problem. And it shows exactly your character and what kind of a person you are. You're small and you're a nobody. Let's take a look at this post. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for him. This is the police report number documentation, which he shouldn't have posted because that doxes me. Oh, my lawyer has all of this. This is what he posts. The video was released to prove to your readers that I have video of the trucks being loaded by both Reese and Tommy. I am the victim of a crime here. Reese has admitted publicly to taking the guns on our channel. I submitted a police report. Yeah, that's right. And it came back to bite you because your lie didn't work. Your little lie didn't work. Reese has also admitted on her lives to the police confiscating the guns, which are now in the hands of the sheriff in her county. That's correct. No one's trying to hide that. You and your little slow friend are going to have to go try to kick up another better story. Between the two of you, we're all embarrassed. You and your friend from the hills have eyes didn't cut it. And I don't think you're going to cut it this time. Okay. I'm embarrassed. Apparently, he's trying to say there's just one other thing, and it's almost not worth bringing up, but he says that I stole his hat. And that was the YouTube video that we were looking at. He's trying to say that picture of him in that hat, he's saying that's his hat. Apparently, there's a song to it. So he's trying to say I stole his hat. Again, I talked to my attorney about that today. I guess we should just clear that up while we're here. I talked to my attorney about that hat today, and that is also in our divorce decree that the wife's possessions are hers. Well, also, I bought that hat. And I didn't want to show my credit card number, but here's the receipt for that too, for all your little dumbass followers who think that I'm going to go to jail for stealing a hat. Get a fucking life. Get a girlfriend and move on. Take up a hobby. Okay? Find something to do with your life, because attacking me, a single mother, and my 14-year-old son, that's not going to cut it anymore for you. You've been exposed. Okay? No one's going to believe you after this. Sorry, Ray. I know it's triggering. Get a new hat, which I know you already did because I called the store today and they told me that you ordered a new hat, which is, as a big boy, that's what you should be doing. Okay. The hat's mine. I bought it. Kind of like the Ruger. The Ruger you're saying is yours because you bought it. Guess what? I bought the hat. And I bought the Ruger is in my possession. And my attorney said that all the wife's possessions are hers. So I'm going to have my attorney call and see if I can get it back, because it was mine and it's this big and it doesn't fit into your hands. And it's clearly for someone with smaller hands. Okay. So stop lying, because as I tell my son, when I teach him lessons, lying doesn't get you anywhere. And what I've had to tell Huxley since he was little, when he was little and made up lies, I would say, and now I'm going to have to say it to you, law dog, lying never pays off. Okay. And I always told him, when you lie and people find out you're a liar, You're not going to be trusted anymore, and you won't have any friends, and you won't be able to hold down a job when you're known as a liar. Nobody believes you. And do I need to explain the boy who cried wolf story? Lying never pays off. Don't be a liar. And I don't recommend lying to your new girlfriend or wife or whatever, because we hang on to receipts as women. A lot of women are going to hold on to those screenshots and receipts. So what you did is absolutely horrendous. You tried to make me into a criminal. You tried to paint me in a picture that I'm a criminal. I'm a bad mother. I abused my child. I transferred guns across state lines and it's a federal crime and I'm going to go to jail. You're a liar and you have no credibility. You have no power here. Be fucking gone. Yes, I am honest, Lisa Kelson, and I admit when I'm wrong. For instance, the shotguns might not be mine. I don't know now. They might be his. I thought they were Fred's. You saw it in a text. Oh, his friends he doesn't have any friends. Absolutely. No, he has no friends. Everybody thinks he's trash. Did you get the guns back? I guess he doesn't have anything to do with weekends, is bored. He needs something to do. Yeah, he's a pathetic loser. He is obsessed. He's absolutely obsessed. And I'm embarrassed for him. No, I did not get the guns back yet. I'm going to have my attorney call about that. And again, I'm willing to admit if the shotguns are his, that's fair. If they are some family guns that he's claiming they're his grandfather's guns, I want him to have them. I told the police that. I said, if I'm wrong and those are not my Fred's guns, take them, give them back to him. I wouldn't want to keep some family heirloom. However, the Ruger is mine. You bought it for me. Yes, he got kicked out of the Jesters, Shannon. It's mine fair and square. You know it is. The texts prove that it is. And the texts prove that there was no ill intent. I did not steal anything. I moved out and I took the things that were mine. I love, though, how he's trying to say to the police, it's mine because I bought it. You also bought my wedding ring, dipshit. It was a gift. You bought me that gun. And here, let's look at the timeline again. Let's just take a look real quick. I love you, Anita Card. Thank you. Let's take a look at the timeline one more time, okay? We're just gonna quickly go over it, okay? I take a concealed carry class that you initiated with your. I didn't want to bring this up, and I'm gonna skate over it real fast. He has a friend that's a Mason, okay? He's a retired sheriff, I want to say. He taught the concealed carry class. Let's go over the timeline first, and then I'll tell you what I was going to tell you. So you have me take the concealed carry class with your friend who's a Mason, okay? So I do that. Then you sign me up for U.S. Law Shield for when you go buy me a gun that I'm going to carry on the day of the concealed carry class. Then 3 weeks later, you take me to the gun show and buy me this gun, okay? Now you're mad 4 months, 5 months after I move out, you decide that you're going to report it stolen. Really? So all this time, we didn't think it was stolen. We talked about it. He knew he bought me the gun. He admitted to buying me the gun. He admitted that in front of Tommy. But now that we expose you for who you really are, now you're going to use that against me. Well, I called his Mason friend. I won't name this person, okay? I called the guy who taught the gun class. He was always nice to me. His wife was always nice to me. They both teach a class. I call over the weekend. I send him a message and I said, it's an emergency. Can I talk to you? I assume this dude's going to be cool. I was wrong there. So he calls me and he's like real, he's got a real deep voice. And he goes, I already talked to him about this. And I'm like, oh, never mind then. Like the law dog already got to him. This guy in a very subtle way, I felt threatened me. He says, I go, okay, all I want to know is, do you remember teaching me the class? And he's like, yeah. And I said, do you remember that he was going to buy me that Ruger? I remember a conversation that he was going to buy it for me as a gift and that we were trying to decide what kind of gun to get. And he goes, oh, I don't remember any of that. I never said that. And I was like, okay. Okay. And I said, really? And he goes, now I'm going to tell you right now. He's like, your little felon boyfriend could get in a lot of trouble for this. And I was like, yeah, well, we're not talking about him. Back to what I was calling to ask you about the class. Thank you, Nina. Thank you for being a member. Well, he denied everything because he had already talked to him. And I'm like, okay, well, thanks for your help. And I go to hang up. And it got real creepy real fast. This person goes, now I'm going to say something to you. He goes, I've been invited into the jesters many times. He goes, but I'm not one. And I said, yeah, I know. You're a smart man. He goes, because I'm a married man and I like my wife. And I said, yeah, again, I know. And he goes, but I am a Mason. And he was like, we're good people. And I was like, this got real creepy real quick. So the whole thing, I mean, I recorded the conversation, of course, and I'm sure he did too, because Law Dog referenced that on his dumb little shit ass post of like, I have a recording of her talking about, yeah, of course you do. But it was creepy as hell. Like he went into the Masons and I was like, okay, that got real weird real fast. So you tried to get your friend to cover for you. You tried to get your friend to lie for you, and it didn't pay off, is the point. So before you try to cook up another story with your friend from The Hills Have Eyes over on that channel, think it through. Okay. I've got a pretty big army here of people that support me, that know me, and that know I'm a credible source. I tell the truth. And when I'm not sure about something, I own up to that too, kind of like the shotguns. If I'm wrong, they're yours, asshole. That's how that works. I don't threaten people and I'm right with people. And I don't use the law at my disposal and to retaliate. And that's what you did. You got mad. You didn't like how this was going and you threw a fit and you tried to use the police as your own little army and retaliate. And that's not how that works. And I got an apology from the officer this morning. He said, we're dropping this, one. And two, more importantly, he said, this should have never even been reported with the police. This is a civil matter. He should have sued you in a civil court because the cop said, I read your divorce decree. And in your divorce decree, it shows you have possession of your possessions, which would be the guns. He needs to sue you in civil court for that. He apologized to me and said this should have never been a police matter. And I'm sorry because I told the guy, I was told that I might go to jail and be extradited over the weekend. I said, my son has been terrified all weekend. He was like, yeah, I'm really sorry. That should have never happened. You made a huge mess. And more importantly, you scared the shit out of my child. That's unforgivable. All because you're mad that you were exposed for being in a sex cult and that your company may or may not do shady things. You tried to make a huge mess. You threatened my mother. You threatened my mother. Do you see that? I mean, I know you're watching right now. Does any of this, I thought you had somewhat of a decent heart. Do you see the wrong in any of your actions? Or are you just going to double down with your little inbred friend? That's probably what he's doing right now. He's cooking up a new way to take to that website and go, yeah, that's all lies. She's going to jail. I can see it now, guys. She's going to jail. She's full of it. Her and Brett are going to do time together. None of that's going to happen. And you should probably watch yourself because at this point, you are spewing lies and threats and doxing me, and you're cyberbullying a child, and you threatened my mother, you blackmailed my mother. None of those things are legal. Now, I'm not spouting laws like you are, law dog. But don't take this any further. I highly recommend you don't take this any further. Drop it. And I would guess that your mother and your sister who watch me as well are probably going to say, let this go. I highly recommend that you do. I bet you he didn't record it because they are not supposed to talk about the Masons. I don't know. And I don't care. The guy was slimy and I expected him to be better and tell the truth, but he lied for his friend. And you know what? That's okay because I got way better receipts anyway, didn't I? Shout out to unnamed badass attorney. Yeah, he is a badass attorney. He was a magistrate, a DA. He's been around the block. Yeah, he has no heart. Galen, was this Tennessee or Kansas? Both. The guy that apologized to me this morning was the investigator on the case in Kansas City. They don't let grandma watch you because then she would learn the truth. Yeah, apparently they don't let his mother watch me. They're all in on it. His sister is just as creepy. You know, Sister Christian? Thank you, Ty's channel. They're all in on it. They absolutely manipulate his poor elderly mother, who's 97 years old, and lie to her, and they don't let her talk to his kids. And it's creepy. It's really creepy what they do over there. He is the most manipulative person I've ever heard of. And it's sad. And I feel bad for his new person in his life because this guy has, I would say, is dangerous. This is dangerous. He tried to take me down and have me arrested. He framed me. This would be, I would say, framing, would we not? He filed a false police report that I stole a gun, guys. That's a big deal. I've had one speeding ticket in my whole life. Do you have a heavy fireproof, flood-proof safe? You need to have all safe. Yes, I bought a gun safe when I brought the guns here. Safes are great for all your most important documents. Yes, I have a giant safe. Crystal says he used grandma's cell phone to try to contact me this summer. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. This guy is bad news. And again, to bully a teenage child, I mean, what he put Huxley through over this weekend is horrific. I had to calm him down. I had to calm down my kid who is having a panic attack because I was told that there's a potential I'm going to get arrested and extradited back to Kansas City. And I was afraid that if they came and arrested me in front of my child, they were going to put my child with Child Protective Services. So I had to keep my kid away and separated because I didn't want Huxley to have to witness his mom being arrested. And I was ready. I was ready to be arrested. I was not afraid to be arrested, but I did not want to do it in front of my family. And he went all over the internet all weekend long, typing everything up, these long paragraphs saying, I broke these laws. I broke this law. I'm going to jail. He told my mom I might be able to hold off the cops, but I won't stand in the way if you don't get her to drop her channel. This is all about my channel. He doesn't want to be exposed. He doesn't want to be exposed. And so instead, you threaten me, you threaten my mom, and you threaten a kid. I hope you sleep well at night. What a big man. What a tough guy. You admit on a recording that you put hands on me in front of my child. What a winner. As you can see, you lost. And I suggest you leave this alone, Jeff. I don't think you and your little special friend should continue with this plan. Because if you guys keep this up, I won't tell you what I'm going to do next because I don't want you to see me coming. but I will involve attorneys. Don't do it. You're already breaking laws by harassing me. Defamation. Didn't work. And now you've lost credibility. And all of your friends. You lose. Good day, sir. Jessica, thank you for becoming a member. This is a great point. He himself is his own high control group. This fits the Scientology playbook. Well, I like how he said to my mom that I am fair gaming him. Aren't you fair gaming me? Aren't you doing exactly what you say that I'm doing? The overt doth speak loudly, an accusation, as LRH would say. Not saying hi, Deborah. Well, welcome, girl. Thank you for being here. And he can't stand the idea of losing control over your voice. Gross. Yeah, guys, my channel is mainly women. And I appreciate the men that come here, including you, Jeff. But it's mainly women. Women don't like not being able to have a voice. I haven't had a voice my whole life. Yes, he does, Panko. I haven't been able to have a voice because I was in such a high control group. And then I was in a high control marriage. And that marriage turned physical, as you heard on the recording. And he got physical with my son. He choked both of us. And he says, when I said, you put hands on me, he says, quote, I'm sorry, but you asked for it. Women, this is 2024, and it should have never happened before this, but it did, unfortunately. And women didn't have as much of a voice. We have a fucking voice now, and you're not shutting us up. And I say us because I speak for all of us, for all the men out there that have abused women. And I know it goes both ways, guys. I know that men get abused as well. But right now I'm speaking for my tribe of women. Okay? We're not going to shut up, and we're going to have a voice. And I have receipts. Don't fuck with me again. This is it. This is it. We're done. Tonight, this is over. Don't take your little group of 18 followers and think you're going to be a big man. You lost credibility because you lied, and you assault and bully women and kids. We don't like that. We don't like that. Yes, you're a fucking loser. Do you know how many women have been through the ringer with guys like you? We're not going to put up with that anymore. We're coming out of the kitchen. Isn't that a song? We're not putting up with that anymore. Oh, Panko, I already know. If he doesn't pay me, I talked to my attorney about that too. If he doesn't pay me the down payment back on the home, I checked with my attorney. We forced the sale of the house. I look forward to that in the future. Sisters are doing it for themselves. You know, just go back to your little life, your little hiding hole, and do whatever you're going to do. But stop thinking for more than 1 second that I'm going to shut up. I'm not going away. And no one else on this channel is either. Women are not going to be violated, abused, bullied, steamrolled. You think you're going to pull that shit? You're not. Just because you have 19 people that listen to you over on another platform, I'm celebrating 4 million views in a year. I win. Get the fuck out of here. This ends tonight. I will no longer talk about you. I don't want to talk about you anymore. I want to move on because you're disgusting. I'm embarrassed that I ever knew you. And I'll tell you who's more upset and embarrassed? Fred Harley. I promise you he was behind me through all of this, and he helped me through all of this. And he will continue to help me. And he's fucking sickened by your behavior. Fred would have never allowed this if he were alive. Fred stood for women, and respected women, and you clearly have no respect for women. It's disgusting, and it's going to stop. Thank you, baby steps. Not one woman that's ever going to see this video is going to see everything I just did tonight in the last hour and a half and go, well, I see why he did it. He was right. Not one man and not one woman, after seeing the shit that you pulled and the receipts that I brought to the table tonight, is going to agree with you. You're a fucking bully. This is over. This ends. I've got plenty of other content. I want to move on with my life. And that means you're not in it. Okay? I'm done talking about you. This comes to a close on this chapter. You need to fuck off into the forever and go back to your life, whether it's with hookers or whatever it is illegal that you're going to do. We won't talk about it. We don't want to talk about you. Men and women alike do not support men who put hands on women and children. Nobody's ever going to support you except your mother, maybe, and your stupid fucking sister. That's it. Nobody else is going to be in your corner when you admit on audio that you put hands on a mother in front of her child. Nobody's with you in your corner. Enough. You will lose every time. You tried to frame me. It's not going to work. Take you and your little fucking Duck Dynasty friend and your footage of me moving with my ex-hot boyfriend and get the fuck out of here and don't come back. My voice shook and I could barely use the words. To say I was abused 20 years after the fact. We don't let our sisters be silenced. We amplify the voices now. Shout out to the girl that amplified my voice back then. Absolutely. Shout out to everybody who is going through anything abusive, who's used their voice. We're not putting up with people like this anymore. Bullies. We don't respond to bullies. And I realized that 500 of them are going to take his place over on that stupid channel. Nobody cares. You guys won't ever have a platform. No one gives a shit about you over there. You have zero power here. Pat Jonas, absolutely. You have no fucking power here. And I don't want to hear any more of you lying and you bullying my kid, threatening my mom. I will do something legally about it. And everybody in this chat will support that. Stop. I'm giving you a warning to stop. I'm giving you one opportunity to fucking stop. Yes, thank you, Sue Herman. I love you, girl. Yeah, I agree. Reese Harley is a great name. I loved the name Reese Harley. Thank you, Joel Sachs. That means a lot coming from you. And I know Joel has been through the ringer with women. That's what I mean. I'm not trying to say this is just for women, but I'm a woman and I advocate for women. And Joel, I love you and you've been with me forever. And in general, we will not put up with abuse from men or women. I don't give a shit what the gender is. It should never be allowed. Nobody should be able to silence anyone. Everybody should have rights and have a voice. And I did not get one for the first 38 years of my life. This man threatened me and bullied and abused me and my son. And I was not able to escape. And I started a YouTube channel and I saved up every super chat I had. And as soon as I had the money, I ran to an attorney. I left my phone in a car where I parked 3 blocks away because he tracked my phone everywhere I went. And I went into that attorney's office crying and I said, how much is this going to cost? And he said, this much. And I needed a certified check. And I ran to my bank and I got a certified check. And it felt so good to be able to afford to do that. And these people in this chat who support me helped me to do that, to get away from this guy. And they helped me to pay to move. And if you want to call me a grifter for that and the gifts that they give to me and my son, fucking have at it. They saved my life. This channel and these people saved my life. Do you think I'm going to quit now? You think I'm going to stop because you fucking go over to Reddit and say that I violated laws and I'm going to jail? You're going to have to do better than that. That would have worked when I lived under the same roof. You scared the hell out of me all the time. I have a voice now and I'm stronger. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving. Did you think I would quit? Did you think I was going to quit? We can't let my friends down. I speak for a lot of people and I can't let them down. Thank you, Meredith Lynn. I hope to see you in the Zoom call. By the way, I'd like to do that this coming Sunday or the next one. I haven't announced it yet, and it doesn't matter to me. I just want to see you guys. Can't wait to see you guys actually and just catch up. I love you, Teresa. I love, love, love you. And Katie Fulton, I love you. I'm proud of you. And the perfume didn't cost $600. You sloppy dogs. Law dogs. Are they talking about the perfume over there too? They're pathetic. They're pathetic. He is a turd that won't flush. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's sad. I could file. I love you, Dangerous Journeyman. And I just want you guys to know too, Tommy was on my side through this. You know, we may not be a couple anymore, but he's helpful. And he was going to fly here in a second if he needed to be. Okay. So I don't want anyone to think that like we're on the outs. Tommy will always be a close friend and will always help. And it goes back the same way. Okay. So again, that also didn't get torn to shreds. I love the lies that he tries to create. Sadly, when you lie, it's good to have some form of a receipt. And you didn't think it through. You did not think this through. And I'm embarrassed for you. Don't do it again. Learn your lesson and move on. I promise you're going to want to do that. This is it. This is the only chance. Don't do this again. And from me, I will give you a parting gift, my law dog friend. Tommy's fine legally. He didn't break the law. My law dog friend, I will not speak of you anymore. You have no power over me. You have no power here. You are an absolute piece of shit. Everybody knows it. You have no credibility. All you have left is your awful sister that supports abuse. And I guess your mom that supports it as well. And your new girlfriend. Go be with them. Go be with that tribe and do not spread any more hate. Do not spread any more lies. And for the love of God, my man, do not bully my kid. Because I promise you, this chat will also come after you for that. There will be a legal situation there. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's over. It's over tonight. It ends tonight. Thank you. Hi, PSI. That is so kind to throw those hot sauce packets out. I love it when people gift memberships. Keep my name out of your mouth. Yeah. That's right. I looked up the choking laws in Kansas City months ago. He should be very careful. Tampa B, that's true. And thank you. I love you, girl. Thank you for your super chat. Huxley could testify to that. Just don't do it. I have the truth on my side. I have thousands of friends that you'll never have. And I have something else that you'll never, ever have. Fred. Don't underestimate Fred. He has way the fuck more power than you'll ever have. Don't underestimate him. He'll always protect me. I promise, because he promised me that. He'll always watch over me and he'll always protect me. And I believe that. and he followed through here. You need to stop. F him and his hat. Sadly, it's my hat because I paid for it, Tony Suter. Thank you. And it's in my possession. Brownie Buttons, I haven't seen you in forever. In remembrance of the real Brownie Buttons. Aw, keep kicking ass, love. I'm happy to see you tonight. Wow, thank you. Fred Forever. Just tell the truth. Let this be a lesson to everybody. If you're wrong, admit that you're wrong. I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong. This was a bad marriage. It was a bad divorce. And I won't even go so far as to say this was a little bit of tit for tat. He's obviously retaliating, right? I exposed him. Now he's mad at me and he cooks up this story with his friend from the hills have eyes. I get it. You got mad and you threw a little fit because you're used to having your way and bullying women. Well, not anymore. And it ends tonight. This stops. I will not speak of you anymore. You're not going to speak of me anymore. Okay? Do you think putting a restraining order in place could protect you? Probably. Yeah. It's kind of what I'm getting at. If he wants to keep this fun show going, then we will have a showdown. And I will have to do that. Let's hope, because we know he's watching right now, probably with his new girlfriend. You guys need to go to Netflix, put some fucking movies on, and take me out of your life. Just forget that I ever existed. Move on. Go get something to eat. Do whatever you guys do. Go fuck it out. I don't know what you do and I don't care. Leave me and my channel alone. Leave my son alone. It's over. Right now, you're in the find out phase of fuck around. Let's not do this again. You lose. Good day, sir. You lose. Don't do it again. Don't get your friend to convince you. Don't get your little inbred friend to convince you either. Your Duck Dynasty buddy. I promise he's bad news. You know, that guy is really going places. What a fucking winner. No way he'll let new girlfriend see this. She would dump it. Oh, she knows. Crystal, she knows. He's obsessed. He posts on that other channel all day long. I'm not even sure if he works anymore. He is obsessed. I guarantee you she knows. I really want to say vicious, vile, violent things right now, but I will refrain to try to keep some sort of decorum in here. Keep doing you, Reese. I love you, Joe Virus, and I'm just happy to see you. I was scared for a minute. Chicken shit shows up when your hunky ex is no longer in the picture. He has no honor. You know, that's a good point. That's a good point. I like how you show up when the crim is not in my life anymore. That's a great point. Unfortunately for you, I don't need a man to defend and protect myself. I can do it all by myself, and I'm going to, and I am. You're not going to scare me. I'm not afraid. You put my address out there? Come on over. I can protect myself. I promise. Great song, by the way, Champagne Supernova. I'm so damn proud of you. All women can learn from you how to take receipts and kick ass with no apologies. Always, always take receipts. And again, women tend to do that. Yes, Asen. Oh, it's horribly sad. Stude is a nobody. I think it's funny that he thinks he's a somebody. Come back with 4 million views, moron. Such a creeper, by the way. Dude is such a creeper. Like, such a creep. And I love it too, because this person doesn't even have a job. Like, calls me a grifter, but doesn't work. And videos in a car with his girlfriend's pink purse in the background. Like, You're really getting it done. You're getting it done, tough guy. I love you, Mara. Your daughter's birthday. Happy birthday to her. You'll have to watch. It was a lot. Yeah, absolutely better together. Block him? I have. Um, These people are pathetic and they're turds that won't blush. Doesn't he have like 3 subscribers? I think so. He's insane. And I hope that he goes back to his insane posting about politics. That's what he's good at. He's insane politically. Let's hope that he goes back to just being addicted to politics and not addicted to me, because that road clearly you see where it goes, right? True virus. All right, we're not going to give this any more attention. We're not going to talk about it anymore. I showed the receipts. The cellist loses. Okay? The cellist, you lost, dude. Just pick up your toys and go home. Tail between the legs, get the fuck out of here. We're done with you. We're just done. Okay? You want to post videos of me moving out? I will post videos of you screaming at me and admitting to abuse. And don't even get me started on all the sites that you were addicted to do that too. I've got all those screenshots too. Let's not go there. Let's not get into this war. Okay. We're done. After tonight, it's over. That was a bad marriage. I'm sure I'll have 3 or 4 more that we can account for. Okay. You know, I mean, it's a wedding, it's a marriage. You only get a few of these, right? So that was a bad one. Let's move on to the next one. And the one after that, and the one after that. I don't have all the time in the world. Okay. I still don't have any forehead wrinkles. That's not going to be forever. We need to get going on our next wedding. He has not reached out to me at all, Shannon C. He's just telling the world that I'm a thief and a fraud. And apparently I'm Harrison Ford in The Fugitive. He says I'm on the run and crossing state lines. And no, I'm not. I'm here eating chips and salsa. Okay. Come at me. Get the fuck out of here. What a pathetic turd. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I know this was long. He is a coward, Panko. Thank you, everyone. Please make sure you're subscribed. Hit subscribe. That would be very kind of you. I would appreciate that. YouTube unsubscribes people pretty often. So you may think you're subscribed, but you're not, most likely, because it unsubscribes people. I love you, Rosemary Brown. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for your support tonight. I love you, Joel Sachs. Guys, I mean this. This was a live that was a long time coming, and I spent days preparing to go to jail. That should have never happened. My kid literally had meltdowns about this. Enough. This is over. Let me live my life. Let me continue on my channel, and I'll go my merry way. I love you, Liv's mom, Carol. That's all I want to do. I know people are so hateful and angry that I exist. There are so many people are so mad that I get super chats. They can't sleep at night. I'm not kidding. That's the whole reason there's so much hate about me. People are so mad that I make money here. I got news for you. I'm not quitting. I'm not going away, and I'm going to continue to make money. This is my job. This is one of my jobs. Okay. You're going to have to accept that and move on with your pathetic life. Okay. Go back to the hills have eyes set. That's where you belong. I love you guys. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for standing strong with me. We're going to continue to use our voice for good. We're going to continue to hopefully expose Scientology, expose all the bad stuff. I love my channel because we go everywhere. And I love you guys. And I mean this. I am set on being here for life because I know you're going to be with me. I have made so many friends and I hope to make many more. I love this place. I love it here. It's safe. It's a good place to be. Mods, thank you. I'm sure tonight was not easy. Thank you, Analytical Blarney. They are the reason I get paid, Armine. I don't know why they don't understand that. All the haters watching me are making me money. It's unbelievably ironic. All right, here comes Fred. Thank you for listening to me tonight. Thank you for your super chats. It meant the world. I love you, Jason P. Helena, I hope you get better, babe. Thank you, Shelly. And for Hux, that is so nice. Thank you. Paint It Black, I love you. I love you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. All right, guys, here comes Fred. And I have therapy tomorrow. So you know what? We'll come on after therapy. All right, here comes Fred. Good night, everybody. Please make sure you're subscribed.